Hi guys, it's me Andrea. I'm here today with a video in. I make a page in my summer junk mail journal. I work in this little leaflet I get 4 times a year. We get this leaflet from our energy provider. It's quite a nice and sturdy paper, and I made 1 or 2 videos already with the first pages. So if you haven't watched that, go and watch it if you like to. And here I'm working on another page. I'm almost through actually. I work with this napkin I got from Martina. It's one of hers. And it's of course not big enough for this large or long page, so I put some on the bottom, not the whole one. I used some of them to mimic this stems and stuff. So of course there are some gaps left, and I fill them in with different paints, holding them into the camera. I just see that the paint or the color doesn't really look like they look in real life. And what I do now is I'm filling in the gaps with all the paint. And as I always do, or I like to do a lot, is putting the paint down and taking it off again with a baby wipe or a kitchen towel. It depends on what effect I would like to get. But here I put different shades of green down on top of each other before I start to remove it again. And I want I basically I wanted to keep the background on that napkin because I really liked it, so that's why I'm not painting over it. I dry it a tiny bit and then go over with a wet baby wipe and dab that off and go in with different paint again. And here I start to extend all the stems from the. It's do you call them colors as well? Colors, I think you call them color lily or colors lily. Yeah, I think so. And extend that stems to the bottom. And I really like these colors. I had them in my wedding bouquet, and I loved it when I got this napkins from Martina. So I had to use them in some ways. And yeah, I thought that's a good thing to do on this double spread, this journal I made, this summer junk journal. Doesn't mean it's not worth it. It's only a journal I use to make stuff I want to try, techniques I want to try. This is not a special one, but on other pages I tried stuff, and without a care, you don't have to worry and think, oh, I will ruin it. And it's quite freeing to work like that. And here I use the darkest shade of green and go over the stems again. I've done that in this 3 steps to have the lightest one on the bottom and then the darker one, and at the end the darkest one. So I already have a bit of shades in there, different shades, and go over it again with different shade of green to define it more. And that's what I do in all of them. And I think at the end I managed to make it look quite real, I think. Not bad. I'm not the best drawer or painter, so I'm quite happy with the result I got. And going on shading and extending the existing ones from the top on the bottom. A bit of a lighter shade and darker shades until I was happy with it. going on. And here what is it? It's some sort of, I think some sort of little leaves in the background I go over, not a lot. So now with the bottom I decided to use that was the edge of these napkins that were stripes in different green shades, and I wanted to ground this lilies or color lilies, and I thought that might be a good idea to do that with this stripe from the napkins, from the edges of the napkins, and I really like the result. And as you can see on the left side, that one, I put the stem in the foreground and on the right one in the background. And I used Mod Podge for that. So now I define all the leaves and the flowers with a Pitt pen. That's a F, I think. Yeah, it must be an F. And this one is an I don't know, it's a brush one, but a thin one. It's called SB, small brush, I think. I hardly ever use it. So for shading like this, I use always my big brush. And when I went through all my pens, I saw that and I thought, you have to use that. And you have a variety of different big brush, and I want to do the shading with that, so I try different greens. I always start with the lightest one to make sure that it's not too dark. Okay, the first time you can remove it easily, but even though I always try really light to shade, and I shade the colors inside to define them more or to shade them more. They were a bit pale. I wanted to have them more pop, and I go in with a white Sharpie here to highlight some leaves, some areas. And that's a good thing with the Sharpie. You can still smear it with your fingers, and that's why I do. Every now and then you have to shake it again. And of course, I'm still not happy with the shading of the leaves, so I go in with the darker green. I think I used too much white from the Sharpie. And of course I had to define some of the leaves again because I smeared over it with the big brushes. So I defined that. So next, on the bottom here, I'm not happy with that, and I wanted to have it a bit lighter. Simply going in with the Sharpie and smear it with the fingers. So, and of course I go around the edges with my black Pitt pen, the big brush this time. So, and the reason I wanted to do these pages was as well as using my new stuff I got, and that's I got 2 stencils from Dina Wakely, and this is yeah, you can see what it is. I can't remember what it calls, and it has words on it, actually words what makes sense. So, and the problem is with the background I have, it's very uneven, a lot of texture with the wrinkled napkins, and I used too much paint, so it wasn't a very nice stencil words. I had to remove them and start it again with a very, very few paint on my makeup sponge. And as you can see, I put some tape over most words because I didn't want to use all of it. Here you can see where it's flat here. That's a flat, very flat area. It's fantastic, but with a very wrinkled and textured background, it's hard to use that. And I'm going on the other side. That was purely for testing this stencil and to define the letters more. I use my Pick pen again, go over them, and it's not bad, but I think it's better to use on a flat surface. And a bit highlighting with my Sharpie. And the next thing I'm using are the stems. That's part of the purchase I've done. All Dina Wakely. There, I got 3 stem sets, and I'm using 2 of them with a lot of words on it. And I stamped the words randomly, as you can see, all next to leaves. And hasn't got any meaning, so just for stamping them down, and that was it. So I hope you like it, and I will see you with the next video. Here you can see some pictures. So I'm saying bye bye and thank you again. Bye bye.